Hey guys, gameboy3800 here. Once again, we're back in Beam. Today is the showcase for all my packs that are just out now. They came out late last night, and they're out. Now, if you've downloaded them like minute one, go re-download them because there was a hotfix for some presets and stuff right before this video. So, just make sure you're all up to date before reporting any problems. Anyways, well, unless the problems are just this, then you can report it as much as you like. So we're going to start off with meme pack, since I actually did spend the most amount of time in meme pack this update. This is a combination of adjustable add-ons, meme pack, and front engine pack. You need all three for this truck to spawn. Monster Max 2.0 is here with the tall suspension and the 99-inch Goodyears. We're going to give each truck a very quick drive just to show what it's all about. Got two super torquey diesels working in unison, and that can lead to a lot of power. Easily do standing backflips. It's not the most stable truck, but the suspension is beefed up a lot from standard. And I'm not sure what's going on with the hydros back there. Those should be stock axles. I don't know why they're like that. We're probably going to leave a mesh here, so I'll try to keep the track clear. Can't still pull off some saves though, that's so silly. Yeah, Monster Max 2, all the small parts like the tiers, the sponsor plate, the tanks up top, they were done by Redline, so thank you very much, Redline. Much appreciated, even if it is made to create this. I did the exhaust and the cut hood for the 05 Chevy here. So I had some input, as well as all the curse stuff down here. But, you know, Redline made this truck look the way it does. Thank you so much. Next up, we have the long chassis. And I did everything I could at once here. So we have the other new engines. I did actually work on some new engines here. We got the gigantic airplane engines. There's two of them in this long chassis. Got the long Bluther truck. You can put on the stock like F250 paint as well if you wish. And then just because I didn't want to do like standard tires or you know, the big Goodyears there, I decided to put on the tall BKTs. They're not really useful. They're clearly just a meme. Made because I wanted to make Bigfoot 5. Arguably didn't succeed in that project, but you can now drive this. I think you can still save it sometimes, but not this time. Wait, can we drive it upside down? No. Not really. So meme pack. It's got even more cursed stuff, but I don't want this whole video to be cursed, so I'm just gonna go let these two things have their way in the corner over here. Perfect. And next up in meme pack is something ancient and awful, but I decided to put it in anyways because it's a funny meme. This is the old Roblox meme truck done by Fen. I had to revamp this thing completely, and by that I mean I just made it spawnable normally, because before you had to go into World Editor to spawn it. I made it all-wheel drive, and I made like the first 2 gears actually usable. Don't worry, it still has 5 gears, and you can still outrun a Bugatti Chiron if you give it enough straight line distance. So yeah, it's very fragile. It's not meant to be taken seriously. I think you can skin it, but I currently haven't tried, so. And if you crash it, it's so hilarious. It just scrunches up. That's actually a pretty tame scrunch. I've had way worse. Yeah, the wheels can do that or break off. We're just gonna let you go over here. You're the weird love child of Long Bluther and Monster Max 2. I'm going to tab through because I spawned something out of order here. What? There it is. There we go. Backwards Wilbur. I asked Geo to make a very cursed Backwards Bob parody skin. Because he's got Backwards Bob in his own skin pack, right? But I was like, hey, I did this body for you, right? No matter how bad it is. I did the body for you. Can you send over something cursed? And this is what he sent over. Backwards Wilbur is here. And yes, it is an actual F-150 extended cab reversed. That's not very good, as like most things in Meme Pack. I did it in like 20 minutes just because Geo was begging me to make it. I was like, you know, someone's eventually going to make it like proper, right? He's like, yes, but I want to know. Like, okay, whatever. So, yep. It breaks really odd. It's not meant to be taken seriously. On a related note, the old flipped F-150 body has been somewhat fixed, but it has some strange breakage. I'll leave you to discover that for yourself. Next, we're moving on to adjustable add-ons pack. Here, we have Bad Company with the Hater Gordons. Super loud as always, but now they have a special feature. If you hit the T key, or whatever you have mapped to it, you know how El Toro Loco has smoke? Watch this. We got nitro flames coming out of these pipes now. I have tried to get them to come on like with full power or like to act as nitrous, but for whatever reason the LUA is just not working for me. I'm just bad at it. I'll try it again in the future though. But now there you got a cool little visual thing. They actually do follow the exhaust very well, and they look like proper nitro flames. They're really cool. That's not all though. If we take a look at this truck, we can see it's got the Ford customizable motor. It's been totally overhauled for this update. We can change its fuel system from alcohol to diesel, gasoline, and kerosene. Changing its fuel system does change the entire characteristics of the engine. It is not the same anymore at all. So if we put on a single turbo with the diesel fuel system, we will effectively have a 540 cubic inch diesel. So we can see sound is completely changed. Performance totally different. We still do the nitro flames if we want, but diesel, it's got a lot more smoke. Got a lot more torque with this turbo here. It's quite insane what you can do with this. That is not all though. Nope. We can now change the engine efficiency, this engine inertia, its engine weight, and the engine RPM has always been like that. So let's see here. We want to make the engine feel real heavy. We put it up to 80 node weights instead of 60, and engine inertia instead of 22%. Let's maybe bump it up to 40%. This will give us a real difference in how the engine handles now. It holds its revs for longer, and because it's so much heavier, it's gonna make the truck squat. It's gonna make it handle differently. It's gonna change how the engine builds power as well. Everything about this engine you can change. It's so amazing. Not even just diesel. You can put in gasoline, you can put in kerosene, each of which gives their own characteristics as well. So I spent the most amount of time on this in adjustable add-ons, and I do hope you enjoy. This thing isn't cursed, so we're gonna go park it in the back corner over here. I mean, it's a diesel-powered Bad Company, but it's not long blue or cursed. That's your home now. Alright. Did some parts, so we gotta swap over some trucks. Next up is the Gunslinger Tribute truck. This done to make it as accurate as possible to Scott's old truck, RIP. It's got the old style axles from CRD 1.16. They've been buffed and modernized, so you can still hit B to toggle link steering and independent steering. We have ourselves the Ford customizable motor again, but this time it's got a different part on it. If we go into the parts menu, take a look here, go to the fuel system, we have gasoline, and that gives us access to the standard rev limiter, and we have a custom rev limiter with its own alternate power curve. So this builds power a little bit differently. It's not too dissimilar to standard CRD, but the torque curve does go more for high end rather than more for the middle. So if you have something that likes a lot of RPM, this will probably be the tune for you. You can still put it back to the stock power band if you like. This is just something optional. I thought you would like to test out because I said to Mike, I want to change the power tune, and he said go for it. So this tune may get implemented in main mod. I do not know. The Gunslinger here, building a lot of power up top, over 1500 horsepower. These old axles really do make the truck look like it's supposed to, in my opinion. So, been a lot of fun making that. Next up, we have the V8 diesel. So we've got Bulldozer here. And this has also had a big overhaul. You can now manually find and select the sounds instead of needing to have a sound pack. This has been done in practice to make this kind of change available to all CRD trucks. And I guess eventually CRC, right? So we can see here, we have Duramax engine sounds and stock engine sounds. You can change on the fly how you want your engine to sound. So if you remember with Bad Company, wherever it was, there it is. This is how the V8 diesel normally sounds, right? Now here's how the Duramax sounds. You can change everything about how this truck sounds now. Everything. You have two options now instead of none. Okay, there we go. You need to reset when tabbing between vehicles in order to get an accurate power band. I don't know how you fixed the bottom right tachometer still being, like, not good. I think that's got the airplane engine's rev. So we're in the red line all the time, but whatever. You can see here, we got over 1400 horsepower, almost 1900 foot-pounds of torque. We built a lot of power. Also fixed, I'm not sure if this was the last update or this update, but the engine air filters are finally fixed for the turbos. So Bulldozer can change the sounds for the V8 diesel, and it's pretty cool. Just park you up here. Next up, we move into Automation's engine pack. Automation engines used to be part of adjustable add-ons, but not everybody liked them, so I put them into their own pack. And to celebrate that, we have a brand new engine. This is the 830 cubic inch V10, and it does have a dual supercharger options. It's quite insane. They both animate, they both work. You build over 3,000 horsepower with two superchargers. It's a little bit odd coming out of a monster truck, but I assure you this is one of the better sounds I could find for this. It does come with a naturally aspirated intake as well, and we have these massive custom 5-pipe zoomies. Oof. So this isn't meant to really be used too much. I don't think I even have this engine in the preset, but it does show you what you can get if you combine all my packs. So here, you need Automation Engines pack, obviously, but then you need Front Engines Addon pack, because this engine uses the bigger engine bay that the Ford 632 cubic inch uses. So, have Automation Engines pack and Front Engines pack installed, you get this. You can combine them to get some really cool effects. You can do that with all my packs. They're all super interchangeable. You can get a massive set bonus with everything. And it's kind of broken, so I'll just park it here. And last up, we start with the Rescale Mod. Rescale Mod offers quite a few different things. Here we have Calculated. It's a meme pack truck. But if we take a look at the chassis, where are all the bars? All the bars have been deleted. Nope, this is the Lightweight Mod. This chassis weighs 3,000 pounds less than standard, I'm pretty sure, or something like that. It'll make the truck feel a lot more peppy and ready to go. It's a little bit bouncy, a little bit odd because the suspension is not tuned for something this light. But you can get the truck to behave quite strangely, I would say so myself. It might not look too different here, but trust me, it definitely does feel different. So Calculated did enough math for today, you can go over there. Next up, for the Rescale Mod, we have the small trucks. The half-scale truck is here, finally. Here we have Mini Gravedigger. This one has a little bit of a buff tune here from standard. Got a little bit more supercharger power. Since you've seen this in my previews, I have fixed the exhaust, so you can actually get the exhaust coming out in the right place. It's only got a couple exhaust options. The little Merlin, 54 cubic inch Merlin has Magnaflows and Zoomies, and the 54 cubic inch Ford has stock headers and Zoomies, so you know, you can still get the exhaust to point down if you don't like it in your face, but if you want it to be like a nitro truck, you put on the Zoomies. I've done a lot of tuning in the last hours before release. By that I mean I spent like a week actually messing around with this. I finally have it tuned to a spot where I like it. Suspension does not break anywhere near as often. Acceleration is good. Strength is good. I think you're going to have a lot of fun with this truck. It's out right now, and it's really incredible, I think. All the presets come with a two-wheel drive diff, but you can put in the front planetaries to make it all-wheel drive. It's a little bit experimental. I am trying on and off to figure out how to get all-wheel drive to work properly on this thing like the regular CRD. But for now, it's a good placeholder, and all the tunes being two-wheel drive, you really don't notice unless you need to save it, like, on the front. Like, power delivery is good, traction is good, it's all good. We can still break suspension if you get, like, an unlucky hit, just as ever, but it's a lot less common now. So, go poke you over here. And next up is another half-scale truck, but this is another set bonus thing. If you have the adjustable add-ons pack and the Rescale Mod, you get this. You can put in the electric motor into the RC truck to make it a little electric, RC truck style thing. Give it the afterlife paint since that tune is electric. Same sort of thing. If you want a different engine or different powertrain for the little truck, you can have it with adjustable add-ons and Rescale Mod installed at the same time. Another cool set bonus. I cannot wait to see people make scaled tracks for this truck. It's going to be amazing. Where do we want this to go? Give it one more jump, I guess. Whee! Can still save it. It's no problem. It's so quiet. It's so eerie. You can see a zombie on the roof if you look carefully. We'll see you soon. Oh yeah, that's right. You cannot turn off electric motors in this game. They're always on, whether you like it or not. And last up, for the Rescale mod, we made the truck small, but we can also make it big. Here we have Real Megalodon, I call it in the preset. It's definitely too big for this track. I'm only going to do like a quarter throttle. We got a lot more than that, much horsepower. We have 3,200 horsepower, 3,200 torque, out of a 1,080 cubic inch Merlin. It's a little bit buggy. I don't know why the chassis is gray when it should be like black or chrome for this paint, right? And I don't know why the front left forelink just isn't visually there. It's functionally there, you know, we're not having the front end go wildly out of control. It's just a visual bug, and from what I can tell, I don't know what's wrong with it. I'll figure it out in the future, though. This truck is way too big. BMX Justin has actually made a large-scale track just for the meme. I don't think it's out yet, though. It probably will be soon, knowing him. Rip. It's a little bit odd. We also do have the Silverado body, so you can put on overboard. What I think Bad Company as well, right? So it's not just the shark; it's another body as well. Going back to the mini truck here, we don't just have the Escalade and Gravedigger; we do have the F-150 body as well. So you can actually do a lot of trucks with the mini truck here. Maybe I should do the shark body on the mini truck and call it Minnow. I don't know. There's more to go over. Like, meme pack is even more cursed stuff if you look deep enough. But I'm going to end the video here. What are you guys waiting for? Everything you see here is out right now. I'll see you all in the past.